Dear students, welcome all of you to the online classes of Moral Science. So after a break of term 1 examination, we'll start again our Moral Science classes with chapter 6. So the name of the chapter is Being a Boy or a Girl. So in this chapter we are going to discuss certain points that are characteristic of a boy or a girl and what all qualities a boy should develop and what all qualities a girl should develop to become to make a fruitful life, or how a society can be developed by developing boys and girls with all the confidence and with all the qualities in them. Okay, so let's start the chapter. Imagine that you are now inside a supermarket. Anything you would like to buy is available here. Go around and visit the different sections. There are all kinds of things: clothes, ornaments, jewelries, beauty products, sports items, books, luxury goods, food and drinks. Ask and it is there. You are free to buy any kind of things. You do not have to pay. Such a good situation. Just imagine you are in a supermarket and you are allowed to pick up anything free of cost. So if such conditions comes, what all you will pick up? Okay, if you are a boy, the things that you are selecting will be different, isn't it? And if you are a girl, the things you will select will be different. And you are also you can also select 10 items for your brother if you are a girl, or for your sister if you are a boy. So that condition is also there. That is, select 10 items you would like to purchase for yourself. Okay, precisely because you are a boy or a girl. And also you can take another 10 more items for your brother if you are a girl, or for your sister if you are a boy. So you can totally take 20 items, 10 for you and 10 for your sister if you are a boy, and 10 for your brother if you are a girl. So 20 items you can select. So good opportunity you got. You can just go and collect the things. Now after collecting all this, now what you have to do? You have to note down all the items you have purchased for yourself and for your brother or sister. Now simply what if just these all are imaginations, isn't it? So in actual it is not going to happen. Like what you are going to a supermarket and there are things, so many things, and you are supposed to take 10 items and 10 items for your sibling. Okay, just imagine now. Okay, and when you are after your the selection, you have to do some more things. What is it? Note down all the items you have purchased for yourself and for your brother or sister. Sit in your group and tell your friends what you have bought. You could also tell them why you selected these items. So some more work is there. So after the very good imagination part, you have to do some work also. What is it? You have to classify the things that you are selected, isn't it? That you have selected for you and for your sibling. Understood? For your sister or for your brother. And now you have to sort out the things into different categories. Like, first category is items that can be used only by girls. There are various items, isn't it? Lipstick or whatever, that what beauty items that will be used only by girls, isn't it? And there are items that can only be used by the boys, and there can be items that can be used by both boys and girls. So after collecting all the things from the supermarket, you have to do some more work. Okay, you have to sit and classify this. Okay, classify the things into three categories that can be used only by the girls and that can be used only by the boys, and the items that can be used by both boys and girls. The things we use and the clothes we wear often communicate messages. The messages that are calculated to impress other people. They make statements about our personality, attitudes, and values. They speak about our likes and dislikes, as also about our dreams and aspirations. Boys often dress and behave in a particular manner as if to tell the world that they are boys and not girls. Girls also try with their dress and behavior to announce to the world that they are girls and not boys, isn't it? So that dress we wear, that actually what for we are dressing up or we like different dresses, or why we like to wear different dresses, because this dresses that gives messages to others, isn't it? And that can impress people. That's what we are means doing lot of makeup while going for party or somewhere else, isn't it? We want to give a message of our personality to the others, isn't it? So we are like this, okay, we are very neat, we are having beauty consciousness, all that we need to communicate, isn't it? So this kind of things will be communicated to the other people through the dress that we wear, isn't it? So they make statements about our personality, attitudes, and values. What kind of value we are having, what we are wearing speaks about ourselves, isn't it? First impression is the best impression, you would have heard. So we are trying to give a advertisement of ours. We are like this by wearing the clothes and all, isn't it? They speak about our likes and dislikes, as also about our dreams and aspirations. So our dress, okay, it gives a message to the others about our aspirations. Aspirations means what? A hope or ambitions of achieve something, isn't it? So that gives what is the personality, what is our aspiration, what is our dreams. All this will be given by our dressing sense, isn't it? Boys often dress and behave in a particular manner as if to tell the world that they are boys and not girls, isn't it? So if you are a boy, you will always dress up like a boy only, isn't it? And they wanted to say the world that I am a boy, and you won't like to wear what? The dress of a girl. And the girls, what they try, they wanted to tell the world that I am a girl, and she will like to announce to the world that they are or she is a girl and not a boy. Understood? So let's see what is said to the boys now. For boys, it is only natural for boys to buy or choose items that are symbolic or attributive of their boyhood or manliness. What characteristics of boys or men do such items stand for? What does true manliness consist in? What tasks do boys of your age usually commit themselves to by reason of being boys? How do boys see a man's role in the world as different from that of a woman? Do they consider kindness, affection, love, service as manly virtues? How do they try to assert over girls or women? So these are what some of the things that we have to think about, isn't it? So what characteristics of boys or what men do such items stand for, isn't it? So the boys, we said that they will select what, or they will wear the dresses, or they select items that are symbolic or attributive of their boyhood, means that is suiting to their boyhood or manliness. Okay, so manliness means what? Traditional male quality of being brave and strong, that manliness. Okay, so he wanted to show that, so he will select items like that, or he dress up like that. So what all characteristic of boys or men will be standing for that? Okay, and what does it mean? The true manliness means what? So all this we have to think and answer, isn't it? So let's see. A boy is a man in the making, isn't it? Boy is a man in the making. A boy who has his feet firm on the ground, his head held high, his eyes set forward to the goal, and his mind raised heavenward, is the man who will rule the world, isn't it? A boy with all his confidence, isn't it? And what if he is having firm goals? Okay, and if he is confident, that's what it is said, head held high. Okay, if he is confident and his eyes set forward to the goal, okay, so that boy will grow up as a man who will rule the world, isn't it? Today's boy will become a man tomorrow, and he will rule the world. The spiritual in him has control over his physical and emotional levels. All the aspects of his personality are directed towards creating a fully integrated person. Okay, so the aspects of his personality should be directed towards what? Towards creating a fully integrated person, a fully developed person. Understood? It is important that a boy pays sufficient attention to his physical and material needs. At this stage of growth, your body has to be well cared for, but they are not the only needs that have to be considered. You must also pay due attention to the emotions, social, mental, spiritual needs. Life is to be lived in its totality, isn't it? So we talked about the external appearance or dressing senses or the materialistic desires of a boy, isn't it? So that will be different, I told, from the girls. So a boy should pay attention to his physical and material needs, because at this stage of growth, when a boy is growing up, okay, he should be cared well, isn't it? And but they are not the only needs, isn't it? Not only the materialistic things are necessary for the complete development, isn't it? You must pay attention to your emotions, social, mental, and spiritual need of you, isn't it? Not only the physical appearance or materialistic needs. So other factors are also contributing to the personality. So all that has to be taken into consideration. A boy of your age needs to develop a good self-esteem and confidence in his own abilities, isn't it? So self-esteem means what? Confidence in one's own abilities, isn't it? So he should have a good self-esteem, and this is not meaning that he should be proud and boastful, isn't it? So what he should have confidence, but it should not be overconfidence. He must be able to hold himself high in his own esteem. Okay, in other words, he must not do anything that will make him ashamed of himself. If he lacks a good self-esteem, he may try to make up by a show off, isn't it? And he will then develop a forced personality and fool himself. So I told you a boy should means we are talking about boys now. Okay, so a boy not only needs the materialistic things or the physical appearance, he need to have good well developed what all emotions, social, mental, and spiritual needs. And he should have self-esteem. Self-esteem means what? Confidence. Okay, means he should have belief in his abilities, means a kind of confidence, but it should not be overconfidence. So sometimes what happen, you can see people simply boasting of themselves, isn't it? So when they boast of, when they are not having anything, have you heard, the pot which is filled will not be overflow, isn't it? And if it is filled, then it will be very quiet, and if it is empty, it can make noise, isn't it? So like this, if a person is having self esteem, he need not to boast, or he will not be proud. Okay, once a person know the things, then only he'll really come to know that there are many things what that is not known to him. Understood? A person who is proud and boastful is having nothing in there, means nothing in them. Understood? So he must be able to hold himself high in his own esteem. In other words, he must not do anything that will make him ashamed of himself. If he is not lacking good self esteem, what will happen? He may try to make up by a show off, isn't it? If you are really beautiful, you need not to do any makeup, isn't it? Your internal beauty will be reflecting everywhere. Your personality will be reflecting everywhere, isn't it? So and if you are not, then you need to do all this. In the same way, okay, if a person is lacking good self esteem, he will try to make up by a show off, isn't it? Show off he will do, so that he can attract the attention of people, and he will then develop a false personality and a fool and he fool himself. Understood? And if his false personality, if he is having a false personality, okay, foolish personality, then it will not be accepted among other people, and that will cause him lot of despair and disappointment. Okay, so actual confidence should be there, what you are, okay, and what is your goal, so that you should develop. Okay, so you should know yourself, that is in short you can say. Okay, you should know yourself, you should know what is your aim, what is your abilities, then no need of what showing off, or no need of being proud, or no need of boasting of. Understood? So what will happen, your personality will be accepted by everyone. Understood? And if you are not doing this, what will happen, you will have to, or if you are not having self esteem, you need to show off, you need to boast yourself. Understood? And that will lead to, or you are cheating yourself, you can say, isn't it? You are not behaving how you are fooling yourself, and this false personality may not be accepted by other people. Understood? And that may cause despair, okay, and disappointment to you. When a boy is able to keep his manliness in good esteem, he begins to appreciate others. He is now able to develop and maintain a good relationship with persons of the opposite sex. He respects girls and women as persons with individuality and self-esteem. Girls or women appreciate boys or men who are decent in appearance and behavior. Girls or women prefer to be masters of their own personal territory. They do not trust boys or men who unduly try to trespass into it. They appreciate boys or men who maintain an aesthetic physical distance. Okay, so when a boy is able to understand himself, or when he is developing all the qualities of manliness, okay, in good esteem, then what happened, he try to, or he will appreciate others. He will never consider others are others as lower to him, isn't it, or inferior to him. Understood? He is now able to develop and maintain good relationship with persons of the other sex also. Okay, they will respect the woman, isn't it? They will consider them as fellow beings, isn't it? And girls or women, they appreciate boys or men who are decent in appearance and behavior, isn't it? If you ask, if you have any girls as friends, you can ask what kind of boys means they like, isn't it? So they like boys who are decent in their words, in their appearance, isn't it? So like that, they what the girls like the boys who are decent in appearance and behavior, and they want to be master of their own personal territory. Who? Girls. And those who trespass, who interfere into their territory, or who trespass into the girls territory, they won't like. Okay, so they appreciate boys or men who maintain an aesthetic physical distance, a space. Okay, the girls, they like to be the master of their territory, means they want a space. And those boys who respect their space, who respects them, that kind of boys only will be liked by the girls. You must not take undue advantage of their genuine friendship. They must not be considered as means of pleasure or as tools for gaining material ends. You ought to treat girls and women with respect and love. Nothing should be done to demean or hurt them. You must always remember that they are man's co-partners in the shaping of a happy world. So this is the advice to the boys, as I told. Okay, so you should never take advantage of the genuine friendship of girls. Okay, you respect them. You give respect to their territory, their space. Okay, and they should not be anyway. Okay, should not be considered as the means of pleasure. Okay, so that kind of attitude may develop as you grow up, isn't it? Women are just means of pleasure. So that, okay, kind of attitude should not be developed. Okay, you ought to treat girls and women with respect and love. Nothing should be done to demean or hurt them. Okay, you may be physically a little bit stronger than women or girls, but that doesn't mean what they are inferior to you. Okay, they are having the same right, or they are having the they are playing equal role in the society. Understood? So you should respect them. To have a healthy relationship with girls or women, it is necessary to discover their strengths and weakness, their greatness and drawbacks. Okay, you should be able to discern when and where a girl or woman genuinely needs you, and where and when you need her. You should know when you can be of help to her and when she is able to help you. Begin to discover and appreciate the charm of a girl's world. Also, ensure that you do not spoil the charm of her world. Join hands with her and work together to build a world that grows into a family of brothers and sisters. Okay, so to have a healthy relationship with girls or women, what we should do, we should find out the strength and weakness. Okay, where they need help, you should help them, and where you can take help from them, you can take the help. Understood? So like this, in a cooperative way, boys and girls, if they work, okay, they can make families of brothers and sisters. Okay, means in a family, don't think that sisters are only men for kitchen. Okay, so they are equal in the coming time. Okay, you also may need to work just like women, or women are working just like men. Okay, so many in a very cooperative manner. Okay, means boys and girls should work hand in hand, so that we can make wonderful families and wonderful society. If family is the basic unit of the society, isn't it? So in family, you need to learn how to respect the woman, how to help them, and when you need to take help from them. All this should be learned, and that will help you to make a good family and good society. So let's continue in the next class. Thank you very much.